Grand rising, my natural beauties. So I was just sitting here thinking, right? In Luke, when Jesus was on the cross and he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." It used to bother me when people would say, "Forgiveness is not for you, it's for them." You're right. It is for them. You want to know why it's for them? That poor little wretched soul did not know who they was coming up against. They didn't know that they was coming up against God's favorite, God's favored, God's chosen, God's divine ones, however you want to call yourself. When the person allowed the enemy to use them to come up against you, they did not know who they were coming up against. That's why the Lord tells us, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." They didn't know. They did not know. They did not know. They did not know. They didn't know that when they came up against you, that not only would it be, "Forgive them, Father," or "Pray for them, Father. Forgive them, for they know not what they do." They didn't know that that was going to be followed up with, "Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord." That's why God tell you to forgive them, because he going to take care of it. He going to handle all of it. And he also says, "Lean not to your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path." So when you were like me, and you just didn't understand why you had to forgive these people, forgive them anyhow. Like my grandma say, forgive them anyhow, because vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Forgive them anyhow. And them two different Bible verses in two different places of the Bible. But you forgive them anyway. You forgive them anyway, and you rest assured that vengeance, not get back, clap back, spin the block, whatever these young folks say, it says vengeance. I would hate to be on the other end of God's vengeance. And that's what happens when somebody run up on the right one. Because when we get down on our knees to pray and we get up, things happen. There's a moving and a shaking in the firmament. Y'all be careful who you put your mouth on. Be careful who you run up on. Be careful who you talk about. Because while you out here doing evil, somebody out here praying for you. Somebody is out here praying for you. Father, forgive them, because they didn't know who they was messing with. Forgive them, because they didn't know the story that you have for my life for me to tell. Forgive them, Lord, because they don't know my anointing. Forgive them, Lord, because they don't know the purpose and the plan that you have for my life. Forgive them, Lord, because they didn't know. They didn't know when they ran up on me all the hell that was going to come back their way. Forgive them, Lord, because they didn't know I was a praying woman. Forgive them, Lord, because they didn't know my mama was a praying woman. Forgive them, Lord, because they didn't know that from birth my grandmother prayed over me that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and my purpose will not pass me by. Forgive them, Lord, because they did not know. They didn't know. So when you come up against some hellish demons in your life, forgive them anyway, saith the Lord. Forgive them anyway, because guess what? Vengeance is the Lord's. So don't worry about nobody doing you wrong. Forgive them anyway. And rest easy. Rest easy knowing that God sees it all. He sees it all. He knows it all. He knew it before it was going to happen. Rest easy knowing that God going to fight all your battles, baby. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing, but you ain't even got to pray, honey. God gonna fight your battles. You just keep on being a good person. You just keep on being a good person and doing exactly what you're supposed to do. But I just wanted to remind somebody out there that it says in the word, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." And what they did not know was who they was running up on, honey. And as always, speak life into your life and watch God take off in your life.